What's up guys? My name is Ghost. I'll be going over my zones and levels I'll be watching this week on ES and Spy. So I do hope you do enjoy this video, get some insight, and make a lot of money this week. So let's go right into it. For ES June 2023 contracts, I'll be drawing out my zones, showing you guys where my levels are. So right here you can see my supply zone right here. I have another demand zone right here, and this is that lower demand zone. So as you guys know, you should check out my volume 1 supply and demand video, how I create these zones. I like the top of the wick, body of the bullish candle for supply zones, and the bottom wick and the top of, or the opening of, the bearish candle for demand zones. So I'll just get into a quick recap of where these zones came from. So this one was on March 6th. Nice cleared zone. My demand level was created on the 1st and 2nd of March, and then I have that lower zone on the 13th. So right to it, things I'm going to be watching. I do have my levels here. So these are my hourly zones. I'll get into that time frame soon, but just looking at the daily time frame, you can see what was going on here. We came, retested this area, bounced back up. So this area, most of the orders are dried up. I do believe participants come in here to gauge where the overall market is going to be heading, possibly take some positions in there. So I do have this zone up for now. It kind of gauges me to take in a position from here. Normally I like to take a position from here to here, break above to here, break above to here, and if we reject back down, and vice versa. So right now where Friday left us off, very bullish momentum. Move that back. I'm going to be paying attention to this hourly zone. Let's look into it. So right here we got the hourly zone. I got this zone right here that was created on the 9th. We did get that FOMC candle where I do have my resistance. You got that breakdown, bounce off of the daily demand level, back into retest it, and we got that push down. A body candle never really closed below, but it did here, and I did have this as a supply coming into Friday, where we did get a retest back down, and it seemed like participants did want to break through eventually, and we did get there. And as you can see, this resistance right here, I do have it from this area right here, support, now turned into resistance. I'll be watching that overnight, seeing how we react to it coming into Monday morning. And then for a bounce level inside our daily, I am looking at this area of confluence right here, this support. Normally I do draw my zones, top of the wick, bullish candle, so I do have that area as a pullback area where we could potentially take a bounce out of this demand zone if we do reject overnight. And these are the levels I'll be watching. I will stay patient, see how pre-market is. I do give out my exact game plan every pre-market on Team Bull. Hope you guys do join the team. We print every day. And this is my levels for ES. Let's get to SPY. So for SPY, I'm looking at the same, pretty much the same zones as ES, except for one zone I don't have that ES does. And reason why I've been paying attention more last week to ES is this area right here. I do not believe on SPY gives us a good accurate levels to take any positions in. So I do look at ES whenever we're trading right in between here. But the overall, the top of the supply here I am watching, and this one as well. It's a pretty large zone. I did have it break it down. I could break it down into hourly for more precise entry, but I do like ES more for the entries right now. But these zones are definitely the ones I do watch on SPY. So if we go into the hourly, as you can see, almost identical to ES, that same candle that was on the 9th. I do have that, and our FOMC as our resistance level. And for, I'll draw a few zones out on this demand level here. Right away I can see one zone right now. If we do come back and get a pullback, I'll be looking to bounce off a SPY. So that's one area right there for sure. I would look for a bounce. If we do come back, or more so, if we break below it, I'll know that we'd be heading lower. And the next zone that we'd be looking to target would be this one right here. So that 385 to 383 area would definitely be an area I'd watch for a real bounce. But as you can see, we got a lot of bounces and touches there. So the more times we enter a zone, the weaker it gets, the more orders dry up. So right now, I am looking more for a retest of this zone up here. But we just react to the market price action. We don't predict it. Just have our levels there. So like ES, I'll be watching how this reacts in pre-market. If ES already breaks above, we should probably be trading right above this price action. And same thing, how I got this level, this bounce support area right here is how I have this. We did break above this level right here, the 3895. I did have this as an area on watch on Friday, and we did tag that perfectly. So now we're going into this resistance. If we break above, here would be the price target where we'll stay patient. We break back below, but I won't take puts right away. You could test puts right off the top, right off the bottom, I mean, but it'll be a higher risk, and I hope your stops will be set tighter. For me personally, I'd wait till we break back down below, or use ES as a confluence, other things, other tools to see if I would take that rejection at the first touch. I would like to see us get deeper into the zone, maybe somewhere right above this level right here, and come back below where I'll take a position, have this as my stop. If we do break back above, here is the only place I would test my puts. If we do break back above, I'll stay patient, see how we react here. If we hold above this level, definitely could take calls for this, or wait for the retest and back out and take your calls with this as your stop. So these are my levels I'm watching for this week. I hope you guys do enjoy this. Always remember, do not let biasness get into your trading. Just play the levels and react. And I hope to see you guys if you're in Team Bull pre-market. Peace.